Today's best NBA bets for all 7 games coming your way right now. Off the jump, it's the best bet for today's show, the Daily Sizzler. It's the Denver Nuggets, plus 6.5 at Madison Square Garden, taking on the Knicks. Now, the Knicks are the hottest team in the NBA. They've won 7 straight games and have a point differential of plus 173 over their last 7. They're also 20-6 straight up at home and have a 69% cover rate against the number at home at Madison Square Garden. Denver has lost 2 straight games and are on the second leg of a back-to-back. But because of all that, we're getting a number with the Nuggets that we shouldn't be able to. And this is handicapping 101, a Class A team off of 2 straight losses in a focus spot against a team that's primed for a flat spot coming off of 7 straight wins. The Nuggets haven't lost 3 straight all season. The Knicks haven't won 8 straight all season. The Nuggets 25-2 on the road this season against this number of plus 6.5. The Denver Nuggets plus 6.5, today's Daily Sizzler. That's our best bet for the show. If you want my best premium play today, which goes out to Jungle members, you can have that as well. It's called my $5 favorite. The link for it is in the comment section. Now we got Minnesota. This is a good game. Minnesota, we have a lot of good games today. Minnesota minus 2.5 at Toronto. Over under 226.5. Now both Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle are listed as questionable. The line, because the Wolves are favored on the road here against a good team, the line indicates that they're both playing. Okay. Otherwise, Toronto would be favored here. So we're capping this game as if Ant-Man and Julius Randle are both playing. But if one of them is out, my handicap will change here, and I'll leave a new prediction in the comment section. I like the Wolves minus the 2.5. Toronto's a good team, but one of those teams that plays equally at home and on the road, so home court really doesn't give them leverage. They're 14-11 straight up at home, 16-10 straight up on the road. Minnesota's a very good road team. They have a point differential of plus 111 on the road this year, 5th best in the NBA. And they play very good against top 10 defenses, of which the Raptors are one. Minnesota's 9-4 straight up. Their last 10 games versus top 10 scoring defenses, and 6-3 against the spread their last 9 games against top 10 scoring defenses. I would take the Wolves minus the 2.5 as long as Ant and Julius play. And I consider Naz Reid over 13.5 points. He's over this in 4 of his last 5 games with a median of 18 per game. And speaking of good games, Boston plus 5.5 at Houston. Over under 214.5. Houston's a very strong home team, 17-4 straight up this season. But they've had a hard time covering medium to big spreads, especially at home. Under 50%, just 40% at home this year against this number of minus 5.5. Boston just doesn't get blown out. They're 82% against this number of plus 5.5 this year. 81% on the road, doesn't really dip. They're 14-5 against the spread, their last 19 road games, and 9-5 this season against the spread when lined as an underdog. The Celtics are too good of a team to give this many points to. I'll take Boston plus 5.5 and consider Jaylen Brown over 36.5 points and rebounds. Now, I said we have a lot of good games today. This one isn't one of them. New Orleans minus 4.5 at Milwaukee, for Christ's sake. The over-under 222.5. I can't trust either one of these teams, but the Bucks are coming off of a big win, putting up 100. By big, I mean big margin, not important game. Putting up 130 points last night, even against a depleted Bulls team. And the Pelicans are 5-20 straight up on the road and have a point differential of minus 12.2 points a game on the road. New Orleans doesn't have any business laying 4.5 points to nobody. So I would take Milwaukee, the home team, with the points, and I consider Ryan Rollins of Milwaukee over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's over this in 3 of his last 4 games with a median of 36 per game. OKC minus 1.5 at San Antonio. Heavyweight bout, over under 222.5. The good Jalen Williams out for OKC. Stephon Castle, questionable for the Spurs. This is the 5th and final regular season meeting between these two teams. Remember, they play 4 schedule-wise, but they met in the NBA Cup as well. The Spurs won the first 3. OKC won the most recent January 13th by 21 points. This is a focus spot for the Thunder, the best road team in the NBA, with a road point differential of plus 179. They also have both of their big men, Holmgren and Hartenstein, back healthy and in the starting lineup. This is a great spot to back the Thunder minus the 1.5. And also, SGA, player prop-wise, over 31.5 points. I love OKC in this game. Memphis, plus 1.5 at Sacramento, over under 231.5. The Grizzlies have about 7 players available because of their trade yesterday. The new guys aren't playing, and they have a ton of injuries. Sacramento was terrible, though. If I played it, I'd take Memphis cautiously with the 1.5. Sacramento just 19% against this number of minus 1.5, 26% at home. And I think Ty Jerome, Cedric Howard, Jalen Wells can score enough to keep this game tight. I trust them, even with a depleted bench, more than I do Sacramento in any capacity. I consider Ty Jerome over 20.5 points and assists. That's a better bet in this game. His 2 games back this season, he has 26 and 27 points and assists against the Minnesota Wolves in both games. Much better defense than they're going to face today in Sacramento. And with the depleted bench, he should see a lot of minutes today. Last game on the agenda, Cleveland minus 2.5 at the Clippers, over under 233.5. Neither player traded between these two teams. Harden and Darius Garland played today. In the comment section, let me know why you think Cleveland made this trade. To me, I think it's a situation where Donovan Mitchell will be a free agent after next year, and it's a win-now situation for them. They want Harden's experience. So that's why I think that they did it. And they want to see if they don't do it in the next 2 years, get far in the playoffs to kind of not even want to sign Mitchell. So that's what I think. I want to know what you think. Why did Cleveland make this trade? So, again, neither player playing in this game today that got traded. And because of that, I can definitely back Cleveland more than I can the Clippers here. Cavs are the 5th highest scoring team in the NBA. Clippers are 25th. Without James Harden and not yet Darius Garland, it's going to be hard for LA to keep up on the scoreboard, even with Kawhi Leonard, because it's only Kawhi Leonard in this case. I would lay the short number with Cleveland. They've covered this number of minus 2.5 and 54% of their games this season, and I would consider Donovan Mitchell over points plus rebounds. Have a great day, Jungle Nation, and I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.